Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, we're diving into a filing that might make you feel like you're watching a company decide whether to sell all its stuff and then disappear or try to keep going. Let's see what they chose. We're looking at a Form 8K from Universal Security Instruments filed in March. An 8K is like a corporate bat signal. It's how companies tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, and by extension, all of us, about major events. The most recent event happened on March 6, 2025. But wait, it's not that simple. This 8K talks about a special meeting of shareholders that originally started way back in January. What's the holdup? It seems Universal Security Instruments was trying to get its shareholders to vote on something big at this meeting. It was initially held in January, then stopped or adjourned, and then continued in March. Shareholders own a portion of the company. This meeting was special because they would get to vote on some important topics, and the company wanted to make sure that they had enough votes before moving forward with everything. What were the shareholders voting on? Well, the company wanted to see if they would agree to either sell all of its assets, which is like selling everything the company owns, or dissolve the company, which is like completely closing the company down. Think of it like deciding whether to sell your house and all your belongings, or just shut the whole thing down and move away. These proposals were detailed in a proxy statement from December 2024. Here's where it gets interesting. They didn't have enough votes, so the company decided to postpone or adjourn the meeting again, this time to late March, to try and convince more shareholders to vote. They're basically saying, hey, we need more votes on this big decision, so we're going to take a little more time to convince you. So the big vote didn't happen yet. On March 24th, the shareholders will get to vote again on the same proposals to either sell off the assets or dissolve the business. This is their chance to either agree with the company and start the shutdown process, or disagree and try to force the company to figure out a different plan. The company is urging shareholders to read the proxy statement, which can be found for free on the SEC's website. This statement is important because it includes the full details on what's being voted on and why the board of directors thinks it's a good idea. The board is recommending shareholders vote to sell off all of the company's assets and dissolve. They believe that this is the best plan to drive long-term value for its shareholders. In short, they believe that shareholders would get the most money in the long run if they sell and shut down the company. But if the shareholders don't approve this, the company says it might have to consider some pretty serious alternatives, like delisting its shares from the NYSE, which means it would no longer be traded on that exchange, and stopping its regular financial reporting, which is required by securities laws. This would be a big deal for investors, as it would make it more difficult to buy and sell shares of the company, and they would receive less public information about how the company is doing. So the shareholders are being urged to read all the information and decide for themselves whether they think the plan is a good one. This is a big decision because it has a huge impact on the future of the company. The report was signed by Harvey B. Grossblatt, the president of Universal Security Instruments. Now, what does this all mean? Let's break it down. It looks like Universal Security Instruments is facing a critical moment. The fact that they're even considering selling all their assets and dissolving the company suggests they might be struggling. On the other hand, they are urging shareholders to vote to dissolve in order to yield a higher profit. One of the strengths of Universal Security Instruments is that it's been around for a while. It has a brand name and an established customer base. However, it also faces weaknesses. The company's products may be becoming outdated, or the company may not be effectively reaching customers. One of their options is to delist, but that would be a major step down from the NYSE MKT and would certainly impact trading volumes and likely the stock price. This company has a lot of pressure to get through to the shareholders. If they cannot, the board is not only in the same boat but steering it. Ultimately, the future of Universal Security Instruments depends on the shareholders' decision. Thanks for watching. If you found this corporate decoder helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Let me know in the comments which company you'd like me to decode next.